Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Blackwing, or as we used to know him, well, Darkwing. But I suspect Disney had something to do with that name change. But yeah, there's a figure. It's a dark gray jet, gray, purple, and teal jet. That's reminiscent somewhat of an F-14. And there's the packaging. See, there's the artwork and stuff, the stuff on the front, and on the back there's the renders of the figure and stuff. How will the dark-minded Decepticon mercenary wield the power of the primes? All that stuff. So there's the play pattern and all that stuff. There's the package for it. Good. And he also comes with the instructions. Of course. His trading card. And now there's the artwork again. And this one's Amalgamous Blackwing. Takes the form of vile pests and parasites. Fun times there. So anyway, yes. This is the jet mode for Blackwing here. Oops, for some reason. There you go. Yeah. Jet mode for Blackwing. Yes, like I said, it's a gray, purple, and teal jet. And, well, yeah, it's based on Combiner Wars mold, not surprising, really. Same with Dreadwind. It's decent. It's got some nice paint apps. This stuff right here I really like on the wings, the lightning bolts. No, not stickers. They're paint. That's Tampo. A little bit of paint apps on the tail fins. Silver ones. Nice silver right here for the vents. You know, nice teal cockpit. One of my wings, or not wings, tail fins is slightly bent, but it's rubberized plastic, so a bit of heat will, boiling water will fix that. And you got a couple guns as well. So it's actually a pretty nice jet mode, all things there. I mean, it's Combiner Wars, so you can kind of just, see the robot underneath, unfortunately, but that's just how it is, really. His wings do open up, like an F-14, so you can do that, or you can really go crazy if you really want to. So there's that. Also mine, I'm not sure what it is, but mine doesn't, these legs, I'm not sure how you can see, but you can see that they don't like to stay tabbed in. You can see they're already kind of, I don't know how you see that, but you can see that they're kind of like forcing themselves back apart. And when I tab the arms, and they really like to untab themselves. You see that. I don't know why that is, but something's not quite lined up, and I don't know what it is. But it's particularly on this right side. So this one likes to pop itself open, and it's kind of annoying. I'm not sure if that's a common problem or what. He also comes with his prime armor, which just from Pagan here looks a lot like the old Power Master stuff from the 80s. And of course, just like every other prime armor, you can open that up. If you can get your fingernail underneath. Open that up, that also can become a gun, and also put a Prime Master in. This is Liege Maximo. This one holds in pretty well. Easy, yeah. Pretty much like every other deluxe. But of course, unlike a lot of deluxes, well, he's got, I guess, a comrade at arms, which is Dreadwind here, which just came apart on me. There we go. Dreadwind and Darkwing, or Blackwing, Darkwing. There they are. Together at last. And of course they look good together, because they've always looked good together, because they've, well, always been a thing. So you can see, pretty nice looking overall. And of course, much like their original counterparts, they can in fact combine together. What you do is with Dreadwind, what you do is take the wings, unpeg them from the back, or from the sides, fold the tail fins up, and put them back here, as if you're going to robot mode. Put them all the way back. Same on this side. Put it all the way back. Like that. And he's ready to go. Darkwing here, what you got to do, is a little more intricate with him. You got to undo the cockpit and lift the whole top of the jet up, so you can rotate these around. You got to rotate these, or the little ball joints for it. You rotate these around, spread the wings out like this, and then take the jet stuff and just take the top of the jet and you move it back, and also you take this little piece right here You fold it out, and it comes over like this. There's a little peg there, and then you close this up. Close up this back piece. And also take this jet cockpit and move it back, and take the head and move it back as well. Just get it out of the way. And there you go. That is ready to go. If it, it doesn't untab itself in the process. That's ready to go. And then you take this peg, and it goes in the back right here in Dreadwind. And it's the wings if you need to. And that's, well, Dreadwing. More or less. Doesn't connect as securely as the old one does. And in fact, it's just a single peg. And because it's a peg, well, they can unseat themselves really easily. They can rotate, go off kilter a little bit. And not the greatest connection, unfortunately. Yeah, this problem is this peg is a little looser than what's desirable. Some floor polish will probably help. I believe Pia had the problem with his, and he was able to fix this in floor polish, but it's kind of disappointing that this is all it is, really, in a way. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, it's not really, it's not unexpected, but it's still a little disappointing. This is how it is. I mean, they just connect together via a single peg, nothing else. I thought for sure that these little tabs here would like connect to these wings or something, but nope, they don't connect at all. It's just kind of disappointing that this is how it is. Just one peg. It looks all right, I guess. It looks all right, but it's just a single peg. Nothing else. And it doesn't even hold together. It's super great either. That's a little unfortunate that. But I'll go ahead and put Dreadwind off to the side for now, because there's more to do with Blackwing here. Again, this leg, this is a big problem. No matter what I do, it just likes to undo itself, and it's really annoying. But anyway, to go to limb mode, particularly the leg mode first. From here, what you got to do is undo this back part right here, and also undo these legs a bit so you can get the combiner pegs rotated around, and then do them back up. Then you take this back section right here. There's this separates right here. Take that and you move that down, move these forward, and make sure these are rotated so that the Decepticon symbols are on the outside. Then you take the jet cockpit here, straighten it all back out like this, and then these little tabs right here will go into these little slots right here. Those tabs, those slots. So let's make sure the head's out of the way. You do that, and these fold up like this. And then you take the fins and close those up. And you plug it into a foot, like this one. And that's his leg mode. You can do what you want with it. You can flare these out if you want, whatever. But that's more or less it. It's all right. It's a leg, I guess. Now go for arm mode. Untab all that from here. Straighten these back out. And then take the combiner peg and move it like that. Undo the legs and untab the arms from those. Open them up as if you're going to robot mode. And much like the Combiner Wars thing. So straighten them out. Close it up. Tab them in. Then take the backpack here. And just pop the ball joint out. Move these wings out and rotate them so that the symbols are now facing the back like this. So the Decepticon symbols are facing like this. Tab it all back in. Rotate this down, out of the way. Rotate those up. So take the arms, move them up, rotate them out like this. These little tabs will go into the slots on the arms right here. Like so. You can leave, and this whole time you can also leave these guns on if you want. You can take them off and then rotate this. Take his hand and, well, make a fist. The prime armor, plug it in, and you have an arm. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward again. No big deal. And then to go to robot mode, just, straighten those out, rotate them forward, separate them out. Take the arms, untab them from the wings, move them back down. Undo the guns if you want, because you don't need them on the arms. Open the back here, rotate the peg back down. Pick this little peg and move it down into the chest. Move this back up. But actually, before you do that, rotate these around so the symbols are now facing forward on the robot mode. Close that all back up. Bring the head down. There's a little notch here that goes over this little tab thing. Also, when you do move the head, it might also unplug a little bit. Make sure that jet cockpit is folded on the back. Move these wings up like this and rotate the head around. And boom, you have Blackwing's robot mode. Pretty straightforward, that. And of course, you can take the guns and put them in his hands as you want. Or take the prime armor. You can plug it into the sides of his forearms, somewhere to store. Or of course, you can open this up. Hey, look, there's a peg hole. Well, you can do the goofy thing, give him papoose. It looks goofy. I don't like it, so I don't really use it, but you can do it. It looks a little bit better on the arm, but if anything, it probably looks better off to the side or something, or if I could, I'd store it on the back, but there's nowhere to put it there. Which kind of stinks, but there you go. Overall, this robot mode actually looks really nice. I mean, the silver kneecaps and stuff are a really nice touch. You can see those much better here than you can in the jet mode. A lot more blue in this mode. Blue chest, blue forearms. It's nice to see the wings, symbols like that. Although they're kind of upside down, which is a little silly. Green legs and green shoulders, or teal, I should say, and little teal toes. You can see those right there. Actually, pretty nicely picked out head too. You can see that. It's a gray head with a green mouthpiece and a purple visor. It looks kind of like a bat, I guess. Probably intentional. And a nice little Decepticon symbol right there. Kind of almost look like an Air Force thing. Nice little silver detailing on the abs as well. It just looks really nice, I think. Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a pretty nice little figure overall. I like it. It looks really good. And especially looks good with his partner, Dreadwind. See right here? They look good together. Forgot Dreadwind's gun. Yeah, they look good together. Well, that's you can kind of see some of the colors they kind of share, to a degree. The teal and the purples and stuff kind of shared, although he's got a lot more white and stuff. It's a good looking pair that should be. I think this is kind of the way that they will be displayed together for most people. The jet mode's kind of their combined jet mode, I should say, is kind of His articulation though, head's on a ball joint, really expressive there. So can't really waggle because of the shape, or you can look up really a lot actually, side to side, all that stuff. Ball joint, but again, because of the shape of the head, you can't really get a lot of wiggle out of it. Ball jointed shoulders though, so forward and back and outward. There's a nice deep cut there. Plus there's the little joint there, so you can adjust them up and down as you want. There's a bicep swivel. Hinge elbows, which a little over 90 degrees, not much. Thanks to the combining thing. Waist swivel. And also kind of, it's weird. It's not loose, but it's also not super tight either. Ball jointed hips, so forward, back, outward. They go about that far outward before everything stops. Thigh swivels. Those are actually tighter than I expected. And knees, not quite 90 degrees, but almost, and no ankle articulation. You can also adjust the wings as you want, You can adjust them down or whatever. You can put them down, back up. You can have them rotated around so the Decepticon symbols aren't appearing front if you don't want them to. Your call. But yeah, he's really good. He's looking good here. His jet mode's pretty good, except for just the common problem of robot hanging out underneath. He looks good with Dreadwind. The problem is, well, their combined mode is kind of feels like an afterthought, just kind of a bonus, I guess. It's kind of cool that it's there, but not really the main draw anymore, I don't think, because it's just a one peg holding them together. And it's not even holding them together particularly well. So, yeah. If you have Dreadwind, go get Blackwing, obviously. It's worth getting the pair if you can. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this guy. He's pretty good. Just that combined mode just kind of feels like an afterthought. It's a little unfortunate that. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this or found it informative. And I'll see you next time with another video review.